Whenever you start placing the facial features onto the face, I usually start by adding the eyes first. The way I do that is after I draw the head shape, I draw the downward line and the two lines that go horizontal. And I tend to draw the eyelashes hitting the top line first. And then I draw the bottom of the eyes, which tend to stay inside of the initial circle shape. And then I detail the eyes themselves by adding the iris and then the pupil, making sure that the light source is coming from one direction. This isn't necessarily the definitive way to do it. Some people do it differently. I have a reference in here that says look up Code Lyoko, which this is an old cartoon that I used to watch a long time ago. I think it came on Toonami. Maybe it was like just a random cartoon on Cartoon Network, but it was these people with very huge heads and their eyes were like right here. It was insane, but it worked for that art style. So my point in bringing that up is you can put the eyes wherever you see fit, but this is how I do it. I give a few examples on the bottom where it says, when you're drawing straightforward faces, the eyes should be, obviously pretty much the same size and looking, directly at you. When it comes to a 3/4 view, the eye that's closest to the camera should be, if you see this eye right here, closest to this camera, it should be slightly bigger than the one that's right here. This one, obviously, because I'm real and I'm not a cartoon, like it's not nearly as exaggerated as I'm drawing it in this ebook. But this one is a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Obscured by my nose. Let me take my glasses off. You can see that it's a little bit skinnier because it's farther away, which is something that we're gonna actually talk about in a later video, the foreshortening video, so keep that in mind. And then when it comes to the side view, if you look right here, you can't necessarily see my other eye. You only see this one because obviously this one is off to the side. Now, if you can see it, maybe my eyelashes are long or something. I don't know, but generally speaking, whenever you're drawing a character from the side view, you're not going to be able to see the other eye. So that's what this page is basically describing. So let me give you an example of me drawing a character. And I'm going to keep this character up so that way you guys can see the entire process whenever I draw the face. Ooh, excuse me. I have been drinking some ginger ale. It should really be called the burp liquid, but whatever. All right, so we're going to start with a circle. And this is going to be, I'm going to be drawing King Elefante. Okay. This is going to be him straightforward. This is going to be side view. And this is going to be 3/4 view. All right, now draw the ears. And to be honest with you, these two on the bottom, we might not get to in this video. We'll probably get to them in another video because I'm going to be going over the those types of facial features. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But for the sake of this video, we're going to zoom in on this one. Make them blue penciled. And then after you draw that, oh, wait, hold on. Got to draw the lines. Okay. All right. So now that you drew the outline, or now that you drew the shapes, you can draw the outline of the head. And the reason why I'm using King Elefante is because of we're going to get into the ears, I think, soon. So I'll just leave that. But the reason why I'm bringing up King Elefante is because I drew him in a previous video and I kind of wanted to just keep on going with that. So, yeah. But anyway, King Elefante, his eyes are like this. Now, I don't draw pupils in the series, but if I was going to draw them, they would look like that. All right. So as you can see, this is, straight on, straight view. This is side view. So let's just say, we're going to get into this a little bit more as, like I said, in a future video. So, don't get too excited. But if I was going to draw his eyes side view right here, it'd be something like that. And drawing this right here. This isn't really a 3/4 view. I guess it kind of is, but not what I was envisioning. But it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to give you an example. So, as you can see, just keeping it straightforward, not overthinking it, just doing what is in my head, making sure that I'm hitting these lines. This is how I generally start whenever I draw the face of whatever character I'm drawing. So definitely keep on watching all of the videos because you will see me draw his entire face throughout all of this. So stay tuned and yeah, don't overthink it.